Welcome back. Over the past weeks, we've introduced the Plascon 2025 Colour Forecast, exploring hybridity and its colour families. Today, we begin with natural colours inspired by the enduring beauty of nature. And with the year winding down, it's the perfect time to bring these calming, earthy tones into your home. Pali explored these colours in the bush. Let's take a look.
As natural colors are increasingly on our mind, we are constantly being inspired by nature. But the idea is to be a part of nature and not apart from it. We are all the way in the last word, Emadikwe, to unpack Plascon's 2025 Colour Forecast. And today, we're speaking naturals. Let's have a look at what our trend analysts, Jody and Chris, have to say about Plascon's range of natural colors. Chris and Jody, we've steadily worked our way through the Colour Forecast, and now we've landed at our naturals. Can you tell us what inspired the naturals colour family?
Natural colours are always going to be in the forecast, but this year we've looked at what natural and man-made look like when you kind of mash them up together. So we've taken a lot of inspiration from stuff like very futuristic building materials, or even just the colours of a kind of dry landscape to look at kind of how our world is changing around us. And that's really all filtered down into our palette for naturals this year.
So Jody, as we dive deeper into this colour family, what are some of those colours we can find?
The colours are very much inspired by nature, so the things you'd find outside, like your kind of river clays and your terracottas and your mustards, kind of those warm, natural colours that you'd find outdoors, we are seeing coming through in the naturals palette.
Now we have got nature all around us, and today we're celebrating those natural colours. When it comes to the Plascon colour palette, what are some of those natural colours that stand out?
If you look around here, there are so many incredible naturals in this palette. There is a beautiful light sage that you see in the brush, in the bush, and then there's this gorgeous acacia, which is very much like what you see in the trees around us. And you pick up these two tones, these naturals that work so elegantly together, whether it's in the bush, in a resort, in a high-rise apartment, or just at home. The beauty of hybridity is bringing things that don't live together, that shouldn't really live together, but kind of do well. So what we have been known for in our work in resorts and private islands and conservancies is actually the combination of raw and refined. Ultra sophistication together with raw kind of rough coarseness, rusticity. And I think the putting two things that are almost disparate elements together makes it even more sexy, even more interesting, because that's the way you highlight the two qualities.
Now we have spoken about how the elements inform this colour family, but what else influences it, such as animals, for example?
In this palette, what we've seen is some of the colours almost resemble animal hides in an interesting way. So it's kind of a cue to that as well. It's not just nature, it's the kind of flora and fauna duality, which I think is quite interesting.
So Myra, as we continue to unpack this colour palette, what is it about the naturals that keeps you inspired, especially if you don't live in the bush?
I love that question because truly, nature is everywhere, even in an urban context. I mean, we're designing apartments in Paris, in Mallorca in Spain, and also in wild conservancies in Africa. But it doesn't mean that you need to contain your natural palette to just a natural environment. The interesting thing is people have a need to commune with nature or be in a very serene environment. I think I read there was like 93% of our days are typically spent indoors. So this need to tap into the natural environment, whether it's an environment that we've curated and created around us, or whether it's us having a porch and stepping outside, having a beautiful waterfall shower outdoors, all of those things we can do. But the important thing is to bring the naturalness into your world, whether it's through paint, color, texture, architecture, clear story windows, whatever it is, just bring nature in.
In a country like this, we are born into natural colors, and what a blessing it is to be surrounded by nature. Step into into a world where color meets possibility with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products and stand to win a state-of-the-art Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid worth 500,000 Rand. Simply WhatsApp your receipt, name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply. Plascon, together we've got this.